How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Grimm from the Bug Out Boys, and welcome to another bot. And this bot is titled, Learn Not to Burn. Well, I bet just about everybody has that iconic image in their head, maybe even a memory, of you're sitting there with your stick, hot dog at the end of it, and you put it right in the flames and cook it all up. Well, the problem is, that's the wrong way to cook over a campfire. See, the flames heat fluctuates too much. It gets really hot, really cold, and it just really just ends up burning the outside of whatever you're cooking and doesn't cook the inside. Now you might be saying, well, what's the big deal? Hot dogs are already cooked, and any sausage or steak that I buy from the grocery store is USD approved. Okay, fair. That's good for a civilized situation. But what about a bug out situation? What about a survival situation? That fish that you caught came out of a stream. The rabbit from a snare, and maybe if you're lucky, a deer that you hunted. Well, those are not USD approved, and you don't know what sort of parasites or pathogens are inside them. And that's really counts to cook your food all the way through. So how do you do that? Well, the answer is very simple. You cook over the coals, because the coals have the most stable temperature of heat. And it's a nice slow cooking. Now, speaking of slow, this is going to take some time. I didn't even show you all the time it took to gather the wood, get the fire started, prepare all the different little trinkets that I'm going to show you in a bit. And you have to build the fire up just to get it down to coals. And that takes usually at least 30 minutes in itself. But now that we know that there's going to be some work involved and some time, let me show you a few tricks. So first of all, you should already know that your cooking implement, your skewer, whatever, should be green wood. You don't want any dead wood because it's going to be in the heat. Second of all, I have this nice little setup right here. I have a fork that kind of cradles my cooking stick, and then I guess a reverse fork at the end to kind of counterbalance to hold my food at a nice close level to the coals. Speaking of which, I'm going to give that a nice little rotate right there. This is great because, this is going to take a little bit of time. Now I can go grab some more firewood. I can maybe check on some traps or work on my campsite while this is slowly cooking. Another trick is that I like to do take a couple big old logs, you put them right over the coals. Canteen cup, right there. And you push them down a little bit so we get nice there, but see what this does is that your coals will be heating your canteen cup, and also the logs will be fueling the coals. And this keeps it nice and stable and really gets it in there. Mind you, caution, 9 chances out of 10 your handle's going to get pretty hot, so make sure you got a nice little bandana or something to take that off when it's time to enjoy your, in this case, pine needle tea. Speaking of tea and everything, ooh, I think it's just about done. Yes, it was. So, as you enjoy my labor of love right here, if you enjoyed this bot, please do subscribe. There will be more bots, Pioneer Preps, reviews, and of course, Bug Out Boy adventures on the way. Oh, that is so good. Sorry. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, because I always enjoy reading them, and maybe you have some tips for me. Maybe I can help you out. I always love learning. Take care.